Bow, 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 bow. Squad Flocker.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pressure Points Podcast. I am your host, Connor Ford. Sitting in front of me is my good friend and co-host, Jacob Seaman. Sitting to the right of me is my other good friend and co-host, Ryan Kennedy. Fellas, we're coming off that intense call-out by Conor McGregor. We will not be getting into it because we made it up for the title of this video. So let's get over that now.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
For anyone that clicked on it.
It's not true. It's
not true.
happening.
We made it up.
Obviously.
Fake news.
So yeah, fellas,
Why
how
would
we
you think
doing?
that?
What's going on?
It's popping. Everything's popping.
Everything.
You're always bringing this shit down. You did this last week, too.
Chandler Poirier
What
was
is
like
popping? You were all high and mighty on this fucking
It should have
London
been.
card.
It should have been a lot better.
It's cursed.
It was.
We could just. Or,
It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very. It was a weird.
It's cursed.
It was. Yeah. You want to run through it? We could run through it.
You want to run? Yeah, we'll hit your shit in the middle.
Let's run the gambit.
Yeah. So,
right here.
like we said, fucking cursed card. A lot of weird shit going on.
Indubitably.
We start off with.
When we start the main event,
Blades Ospinall.
15 seconds of a very good fight.
Yeah. Right?
And then
Mhm.
just, I think he dislocated his knee.
I think so. That's almost
a tough
what it seems
one.
like. Because a lot of times when guys tear their ACLs or meniscus or shit like that, it'll pop and they kind of, it almost just goes more limpish.
Yeah.
It's not like a pain thing.
Yeah. No, yeah,
It
you're
looked
right.
like a little socket came out thing. Or
Yeah.
I don't know. It was, I mean,
on a perfect kick.
check. On a perfect check.
He didn't check it at all.
It's
Straight
it's
into
a
the
joke.
thigh.
It was a joke.
Fucking just beautiful technique.
Mm-hmm. I was
And-
going to say, there's the people on social media talking about how Blades checked it, but no one's really.
No,
On Blades.
because if you see the replay, it's like a perfectly landed. That's why you should only throw calf kicks all the time,
I agree.
because you could dislocate your knee if you throw a regular normal
Uh-huh.
kick.
Well,
So,
then,
you know.
yeah. You could also choose to ignore their existence.
Exactly.
Which
They don't
is-
really. I mean, you could just not kick, and because they don't hurt,
Mm-mm.
doesn't. Yeah.
So did we all have Aspinall going into
Yeah.
this, right?
Yeah.
Fucking swing and a miss.
I mean, that doesn't even. I wouldn't even if somebody
It's
would
like
have
when
had.
it's like when the bases are loaded and you get a balk call. There's a
Yeah.
balk. And it's like
No.
that doesn't even.
Well, even if I would have had blades, I wouldn't have taken the points for that, because it's
You
like
wouldn't have taken the points.
Oh
No, 'cause
I would have.
I would have.
you
I
guys
would
are
be like, bro,
pussies.
He didn't lose. Sure as hell didn't lose.
He didn't win either.
He-
I mean, I guess technically he did get the win.
Yeah,
Did he get the
KO,
win?
TKO.
Yeah, TKO.
That was a knockout.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, what would
That's
you want?
tough.
What would you want to rule that?
No contest.
How though? If he walked into the ring and then he jumps into the ring and blows out his knee, then sure. But if he does it after throwing a fighting move in a fight,
I get.
and then
Yeah, I
something
guess.
happens because of
Yeah.
I guess so.
every
Dude,
fucking
you've got to figure that out, dude.
it just falls off. Whatever, I don't care.
This one never has fallen off once. That's clearly a you thing. Hermanson versus Curtis. I showed my ass on that one.
You had
I was hyping
Curtis.
up. We all had Curtis,
We
but
did
I
have
was hyping
Curtis.
Curtis up
we were
during the fight. I was like, no, Curtis is good.
yeah. This was kind of like there's levels to this.
And that, it was just like
Well,
he is good,
Sure.
but he was like completely unprepared for like a long
Mhm.
kickboxer.
To be fair, Hermanson's never really done that.
Not really, no.
I mean,
Definitely not to that
He was
level,
literally
so.
he was just spamming kicks like UFC style, like
Yeah,
UFC 2 or 3
But
style.
Curtis had no idea how to cut
no,
the ring
and then
at
he
all.
and then he was like fucking.
Yeah.
I saw Slacky J tweeted out about how like a round kick or like a fucking leg kick as he was circling off to the left would have really made a whole big of a difference.
Uh-huh.
It's like as I was watching, I was like, yeah, man, that would fucking completely change how
Yes,
this fight
of
is
course,
going for you.
But
And he couldn't.
just don't do it.
Mm-mm.
Doesn't matter. Patty got the sub, teabagged.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
It was awesome. It was really fucking cool. The way he locked up the arm was just tremendous, beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
I love shit like that.
Well, he got the arm trap in a body triangle,
Mhm.
which is like you're
Top-
not
top
getting out.
notch.
You're
Good
gonna
luck.
get choked out. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done from that.
I think I had Patty TKO too.
You did.
I
had Patty by sub.
I had for sure. I was almost for sure Levitt was going to KO him. Like
would've been
almost
sick.
for sure.
Would have been sick.
It was cooler that Patty won.
Yeah, sure. And then you guys both picked Gustafsson by decision. Worst aged pick on the card for sure.
That was
bad.
rough.
That was bad.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, he's washed on the last pod. And you were like, yeah, he's washed, but Krylov is, this guy.
You big Krylov guy?
I'm a big fucking punishing old men in fights guy.
I mean, I can't knock that.
Yeah, I like watching old dudes get brutally murdered.
Well, you see the name Alexander Gustafsson, and your mind immediately you're like, maybe he's got something. Like he's back down.
The guy who took Jones to deep water.
Sorta.
This is the same dude. Clearly.
Have you watched that fight again recently?
No, I haven't.
Jones handedly wins.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I knew that before.
It
was just the most
it's a good fight.
It was just the most he was tested at the time.
Razor thin close.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. Molly got the fucking
spinning elbow.
Yeah. What did you say earlier? Almost positive she has the only two
knockouts in women's flyweight this year. Almost 1,000%. Almost for sure. I don't have
the same way too.
I don't have the stats, but you've seen lightning strike. Now you've seen it twice or whatever she said.
I thought that fight was also another fun example of just body types in fighting not really making.
Well, Goldie is like a certified can.
Sure,
she's awful.
Sure.
So
I mean,
whatever.
She was 6-2, so it's like whatever.
Yeah.
Fell to 6-3.
Yeah, so now she's 500.
But you get the image of her and you see her fucking how she looks all muscled up.
Wait, that's not how that works. Remember?
I know.
Very
that was the joke.
Sage Northcutt like.
Yeah, she does look like Sage Northcutt a little bit.
Rest in peace.
She's just got that.
Yeah, rip Super Sage.
Cosmo Alexander just.
Oh, Cedric Doumbé is fighting.
I saw that. That's cool.
He's fighting on the Paris card.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's dope. Dope as fuck. So that'll be cool to see.
I hope he's good.
Yeah,
I hope he doesn't just get double legged.
Oh yeah,
and
nice. Rip Paul Craig.
Oh
dude, that was an awful performance.
So
pulling
bad.
mount.
Well,
consistently all the time.
He was getting goofed on a little bit for his stare down thing with Buffer. You know how you missed your intent, and then the fight comes and he starts pulling guard and butts. It's like someone wrote it up in a fucking, in the UFC subreddit, not even the MMA one.
Yeah,
right? It's like a shit post.
Right.
And he did that. He did it in real life,
and not even pulling guard. Like shooting the worst double leg you've ever seen,
and then get mounted,
and then just laying down with Ozdemir on top.
Oh, I'm cool on bottom. I'm good from bottom. That means I can get mounted, right?
Yeah, it was an awful fight, and there's no one to blame but Craig. I think.
No.
He did it completely to himself.
Well, being a sub guy and not knowing how to really wrestle, it seems.
Yeah, not a great.
It's the Ortega thing,
It's not a great recipe for success that way.
Yeah, take that back.
And then you had Mason Jones by first round knockout. That was actually a pretty solid fight. It was okay-ish, but Klein was clearly a lot better than him.
I don't even really remember that.
Let's see. Apparently Makayev had a really boring fight. I didn't watch it, but he won by decision.
Talking shit on Twitter after I saw Jack Slacks has been clowning him for throwing no strikes.
I don't have Twitter anymore, so I can't. It's a real tragedy that I can't see any more Jack Slack tweets. But because how else am I going to know funny jokes about MMA?
That's what I'm saying.
But anyway, and then the rest of the card was whatever.
Who cares?
Who cares about it? It was a bad card, and we will not see another UFC London because that was a bad. The other UFC London was one of the best events. Definitely of the year, top to bottom.
Yeah,
that was a crazy,
it was
insane card.
Dope.
And then this one was really super awful.
I mean, UFC loves putting those heavyweight boys in the main event.
They do, and that wasn't even the problem. That was just
wasn't
unfortunate.
The problem, but doing that so much, I feel like you're asking for disaster.
Well, no, I don't feel that way when it's the right heavy. Obviously, Derek Lewis versus Chris Dawkins is okay, yeah, that's a fuck up.
Yeah.
But this main event was cool.
It's not my point for this
Gon
one.
versus Tuivasa is going to be cool for Paris. That'll be a good one.
Tuivasa's
probably going to get worked, but but generally
really cool if he landed a fucking.
Would it though?
Yeah, would it be dope as fuck?
No, I don't know that.
I'd rather Gon be good.
I don't like that this matchup was made. I think it should have been. I think it should have been Tuivasa versus Aspinall. and then Gon versus Blades.
I would have liked to see that.
Yeah, I think that would have been a lot more fun.
It would have been also a way for him to redeem himself kind of with his wrestling.
Yeah, of course. But we'll never know because,
That fight
well, no,
would be
Gon
great.
will probably, even if he wins versus Tuivasa, he'll probably fight Blades.
Yeah,
What's
actually.
the deal with Francis? How long is he?
Is he still...
Who even
Who
knows?
fucking knows? I mean, who's going to fight him?
That's another thing. Who do they have for him?
When was Jones Stipe
Nobody
made
It
for?
was
really.
going to be Aspinall, I think, if he beat Blades.
Probably. But
When is Jones supposed to fight Stipe again?
That, I mean, Lord
I thought
knows.
they just announced
They've.
that.
I feel like they've been announcing that for 2 years now.
I think
don't
it's
know.
supposed to be the one after. So
I thought I heard
281.
October.
Talk about
October is the insane
I'm sorry.
fuck ass like bitch like slap you in the face card in Abu Dhabi.
it. Yeah.
The really good one.
Jones has.
Oh, they added. By the way, they added Gamrot and Dariush to that, which
yeah,
is
they
like
did. That's
like okay,
crazy.
fucking
Let's do it.
Yeah,
And
like,
it's in the middle of the day. We're gonna have to plan that ahead and be
Yeah,
like, no
no.
one can be doing anything. That
I'm gonna
You're
tell.
gonna have to take off work.
I'm telling my girlfriend a month in advance. I'm like, listen, this day wiped out. Don't even think about talking to me.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me. Don't look at me that day. I'm going to the boys' house. We're getting hammered in the morning, and we're gonna watch some fucking sick ass
dope-ass
banger
fights.
ass fights,
Um.
and it'll be done by 5.
Reiterating John Stipe. The more I think about it, and the more I see that, I think that's just such a fucking layup for John. As dog shit as he's looked recently, Stipe hasn't fought in what, like 2 years now,
I don't even remember.
and he's 41.
Is he 41?
Yeah, it could be tough.
He's 41.
Holy
That's what I'm saying. I
shit.
saw that
I
pop
didn't
up, and I
realize
was
he was 41.
was like,
But also,
Fuck,
John
man.
hasn't fought in
I know,
it
John
longer.
John hasn't fought in like 3
John,
And
years.
John's-
but I'll take
4,
John
maybe.
aging over.
John's been in the game too, so you
I
know
don't know.
I definitely wouldn't count Stipe out. And John at heavyweight's just like an unknown
I
at this
agree.
point because he could be, you know, he wasn't a super fast, technical like beast at light heavyweight, and he could be super slow and just garbage at heavyweight.
Well, it's been like fucking what feels like 10 years since we've seen
Yeah,
like
I don't.
the John Jones that people like to think about.
What's
Yeah.
so funny to think about is John's last fight was Reyes.
Yeah,
That's so like
It's
crazy.
insane.
To
I
think
watched that at my
about.
mom's house.
so long ago.
I wasn't even in college when that happened. I don't think.
Really? No way.
I think it was right before. I
It
went
might
to
have been.
college.
It might have been
Holy
2019
shit.
because it was 2019. It was like, well, might have been. The
I might have been
right-
in. I might have been, just in
yeah,
school,
Yeah.
but I definitely wasn't. I mean, it was a long fucking time ago.
Anyhow,
I feel like I wasn't because I wasn't at Campbell when we watched that. I felt like we were.
Semantics.
I didn't
Who
watch
gives a
that
fuck?
with anybody.
Um,
I
Yeah.
watched that by myself.
moving on. What was that shit? You were,
Oh, right. Yeah. So you guys remember Askar Mozarov, the guy who?
that faked his record.
Yeah.
I saw
So
what you
so
were talking about.
There's
Kept
a
They
resetting
fixed
it?
it. No, they fixed it.
there's like a series of tweets that I'm about to read. So this is a short story of Askar Mozarov. This fighter had amassed a pro MMA record of 25-7 on some record-keeping sites like SureDog and I think Tapology. He made his way to the UFC and recently contacted SureDog Fight Finder to demand that losses be removed from his record. The losses were real. This demand prompted SureDog into an investigation of his record. Following a substantial review, his win-loss record was updated to 19-12, where we nixed multiple fake wins and added legitimate losses. He promptly got finished by Alonzo Menafield at UFC Vegas 56 in the first round. Legendary. The comprehensive photo and video filled story can be viewed here. Oh, sorry. Up to the point of his UFC debut. It's fake names, all that shit. Mozarov cried foul, claiming admins were out to get him and that his team and his friends betrayed him. Following his loss, he was cut from the UFC and then retired from MMA.
Then he just quit.
It gets better. That was that until an unrelated review of Chinese events turned up some more info. A Chinese org called Bulletfly FC ran events starting in 2015, and Mozarov had a win declared on their first card over Zhu Zihan. When the Fight Finder staff reviewed that event for reasons unrelated to the aforementioned investigation, we found out that he was never on that card.
Oh my god.
The staff checked on the fight, finding a lead that it might actually have been in Ukraine and not China in 2015 under a league called ADJ Fighting Federation. Unfortunately, there is no such organization. There's no event, and there was no fight. That's one more.
I kind of like this guy a little bit.
That's one more win down, so he's 18-13 for now. The story's not over. Due to the Russian invasion of Ukraine, information and record keeping and sometimes communication itself can be understandably delayed for those in the region. A request made during the initial investigation of Mozarov just bore fruit today. We spoke to an official from the local Ukrainian Sambo Federation who oversees events there and has access to records. We received records for an event on September 18th, 2014, where Mozarov was reported to have repped the Ukraine team against Turkey in a country versus country show. On those official records, there were only five pro MMA matches, not 6. Which fighter did not actually compete that day? It was Mozarov. The Fight Finder team has done an outstanding job with this, and now he's 17-13. Coming from 25-7.
And didn't he just get a fucking another UFC contract or something?
No,
he
he retired.
He was released.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought I saw.
Oh, now he's 15-14.
Okay.
So they're just knocking shit off. He came to the UFC 25-7, got finished the first round, and then they were like, "Oh, he's actually 15-14."
I mean, at what point?
He's actually almost 500.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at what point do we have to give him all the credit? He lied his way.
He
to the UFC.
Fake biz,
he
dude.
fake businessed his way. Shout out to Timmy D. His way into the biggest fighting promotion in the world.
For real.
Like, just pure fake business.
Just lied. Just kept doing it.
And it worked.
Yeah, dude. It's insane.
A round of applause? I mean, come on. I mean, what are we doing? What do
No,
you want from
that's
never
nuts.
give up?
For real. Except for after you lose your first fight embarrassingly and then retire and say that everybody is out to get you.
Yeah.
And they turned on you.
Maybe
Your
they
friends
are.
betrayed you.
And your friends betrayed you. Yeah.
It's possible.
My friends betrayed me.
I wouldn't rule it out.
No, yeah. I mean, he could be. Everybody could be against him.
Everyone, it could be him against the world.
It's
He's got
not
a chip on his
impossible.
shoulder.
Well, we'll be on the lookout for Askar Mozarov or whatever his name is.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, keep going. This is a question for later.
No, I'm pretty much done with that.
Yeah.
I was just looking over the card coming up, and I was just wondering as to why the Kai France and Moreno fight was interim.
I don't know.
And,
Figueiredo's out for something.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't remember why Figgy was out.
I don't know either.
Couldn't tell him.
Doesn't really matter.
Don't care too much.
Me neither.
Well,
So I
then
guess we
do
can
wanna
talk about
ask,
this
who
card.
do you guys want to win that fight?
I don't really care, honestly.
What fight?
Moreno, Kai France.
I mean, aren't we gonna fucking get it? That's our whole entire like structures that we're eventually gonna get.
Yeah,
to
I know. Well, I just felt like
So
it
how
was,
about let's talk about it then?
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Okay.
Let's
so
start
we got
from the top, like
UFC
always.
277.
top-down. Battle of the biggest ovaries.
Pena versus Nunez 2.
Yeah.
The fight to end all fights.
So their first fight sent women's MMA back to the Stone Age for me.
Definitely.
Because what happened was the fight went down, Pena won, and we hit this reset where it was an idea in everyone's head and mine, and I still think where it's like, Ronda Rousey could be champ right now.
Sure. Yeah.
Literally sent women's MMA back to the, like, basically Stone Age.
Back to 2013.
So, I like it. So, by that, I have Pena by sub again.
Me too.
I think Nunez is done.
Me too.
I think she's done.
it would. I think
And
it
I
would be
think
hilarious.
it would. Yeah, I also think it would be funny too.
It would be the funniest. It would be more funny than her winning the first time.
1000%.
Which is
1000%.
Which is the most hilarious MMA moment ever right now.
I feel like we've said it on before, the story of that. We were up in fucking Boone with our buddies.
Yeah.
And you know what happens when you watch MMA with your friends that don't watch it. You know, you like to tell them about it. So this
And we
fucking
were like,
Pena,
oh, yeah.
Pena Nunez comes along. We're like, dude,
This
Nunez
is a
like
sacrifice.
the fucking women's goat. It's just a sacrifice. She's gonna wipe the
Biannual
floor with him.
sacrifice. Yeah.
She's just gonna destroy her.
And then she lost, and we were
And
like,
then-
"Oh shit!"
Like embarrassingly
Pena,
lost.
freaking
Pena
out.
started just jabbing with her, and
Well, that's the classic GIF. The four.
it looks like me and you doing our jab drills and
It does.
sparring.
It's the funniest 4 punches ever thrown. By a mile. It's the funniest 4 punches you could ever see.
Mom champ.
For real. And I actually carried the baby. So
Real shit.
So I'm the actual.
What's
So
your
I've
take?
got
You-
Nunes TKO.
That's
Understandable.
reasonable. Yeah. So
Any take on that? You want to add?
No,
anything?
I mean it's funny because you started the way you were talking about really made me like
true.
Damn, because like I mean I've got it locked. Like I'm not gonna change it, but I was just like, damn, bro. Like because the thing is like her. I don't know because you've been watching the Embedded, right?
I haven't started yet.
Well, like it's just funny because like her new whole training regimen and routine, especially for this fight.
Who's her?
Huh?
Who's her?
which
No,
one?
Nunez, because you know how she went to go late. She left, opened her own new gym. That's like what this is all about. I'm just like it. Just I don't have faith in her. Like new coaching situation. She didn't look good. I'm pretty much only banking on the fact that she's Amanda Nunes and that she hits hard as fuck and that she could have performed better. And it's just funny because I feel like it's more likely that happens, that she gets subbed again, she gets gassed and kind of low-key quits.
Well, the dog's gone from her. No more dog left.
It does. I think
The dog-
I think the dog's
The
gone
dog
for
left
sure.
in the first
and I
fight.
don't think fucking. The
And she gave up
Ultimate
to a no
Fighter
hooks.
Yeah,
No
reignited
hooks
any
really
flame.
reignited.
Reignited the
Naked.
flame.
Yeah.
So yeah, women's MMA back to the fucking Stone Age. Whatever.
And then the next
Get Ronda
the,
back.
The
What's she
next
doing?
women's title fight after
Yeah,
that
she's
was
gone.
the next women's title fight after the first Nunes Pena fight was Rose versus Esparza. So and then we got Valentina versus
Careful with what you say.
well, it's just been like the three women's title fights. The last three women's title fights have been
Save us, Whaley.
for real. Save us.
She's a dog. She'll always be a dog.
Yeah, Whaley's a confirmed. absolute
Yeah,
dog,
Whaley
so.
is well, man, I feel
So.
like we're really. She is a dog, though. I just feel like, man, we might be jinxing her. We get another Rose Carla fight.
That would be also hilarious. I'd be fine with
At
it.
that point, it's such a parody of itself.
Carla's the boring queen, and I love her.
Anyhow,
I
let's
would-
get
I
on.
well, I wouldn't say that.
I'd be a stout Carla Esparza
Remember the
fan.
name.
If she
No,
got like another all-time stinker decision
Yeah.
over Whaley,
Yeah, that's funny.
I'd be like, okay, I love Carla Esparza because I'd be like, oh shit, Carla Esparza's fighting. Can't wait to watch nothing happen for 5 rounds and her win.
yeah.
It would be awesome. It'd be terrific. Moreno
Yeah, the
versus
fun fight.
Cara
Let's get into
France.
the fucking good
That would
fight.
be very fun.
Very
I mean,
fun.
I don't
It's
see
awesome.
any way where it's not fun
Mhm.
because both these guys are fucking super fun. So, I've got Moreno by decision.
I got Moreno by TKO.
I have Moreno decision.
I think Moreno's going to get that finish.
Right, but
Oh,
either
boy.
either way would be
Either way, I think it's going to be a banger fight.
would be fun.
Uh,
Derek Lewis versus Sergey Pavlovich. I mean, for everything I've seen, Pavlovich looks like a pretty good technical fighter. He's got good technique. Seems to have
do that. With all that being said,
exactly.
Yeah,
I've got
go
Derek
away.
Lewis by round 3 knockout.
whoa.
Okay, I have Pavlovich round 2 KO.
Okay.
I have Derek Lewis round 2 TKO.
Damn, so we all... it's not a bad one to pick your round.
No, yeah,
Well,
because
we
somebody's
say
gonna
that.
probably get knocked out.
Another
Are you
Lewis
sure about
and
that?
Ngannou fight.
I mean, we're not hyping it like that.
No.
It could be a
Hopefully
fucking
Sergey
shitstorm
wins. It'd be
stinker.
cool if he's good, 16-1. I mean, that would be dope. If
I guess, yeah. I don't really give a fuck about. I mean, it's at this point, Derek
Huge.
Lewis is like.
There
Yeah.
to knock people out.
I mean, Tai Tuivasa
lost to
already
Overeem,
took
though.
his. Yeah, no, I mean, Tuivasa took his spot. So
Yeah,
it's-
no, Tuivasa's the new sort of Lewis.
Derek Lewis is just like the gatekeeper for
There to
like
get
fighters that can be pretty good, all right.
That can, I don't know,
You know,
throw
so
punches.
I mean, there's a lot of heavyweight gatekeepers
paid.
at this point.
It's almost
It's almost all
gate-
like Volkov's a gatekeeper.
It's the biggest gatekeeper. Other
Lewis,
than Curtis Blades.
Lewis is a gatekeeper, and Blades.
I will say Curtis looks pretty good now.
They're all different styles of. It's not like a generalized gatekeeper like
They're all
Cowboy
different in
or
their
something.
own way.
It's like like this guy's. Can you avoid one shot? Like, can you avoid one punch?
For the whole fight.
Volkov is like, can you get past a technical striker? And then Blades is like, can you wrestle at all?
Yeah.
And then you have to have 3 separate gatekeepers for different styles, as opposed to like, where like Cowboy was just like, if you're a good fighter, you could beat him.
Yeah.
But you have to like,
this ain't no RDA gatekeeper type.
No, it's not. There's no all-arounders in heavyweight except for like
Never
Aspinall.
has been. Maybe.
Aspinall seems like the most well-rounded heavyweight at this point.
That's fair.
Which is that's not a. I mean, that's not like a controversial.
Who did Aspinall beat before?
Well, he beat
Volkov. No.
Yeah, he beat Volkov.
Okay,
he straight arm locked Volkov. Took him down.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Holy shit! Imagine getting straight arm locked in a fucking UFC fight.
Crazy. And then before that, I'm pretty sure he beat Arlovsky. But like, whatever. He subbed Arlovsky.
The
but he like
corpse's ghost of Arlovsky.
Well, like, he doesn't get knocked out anymore. It's weird. He was famous for having like a glass chin, and then like his past like the last couple of years, he doesn't get knocked out anymore. It's weird.
Yeah,
he's aged past getting knocked out at this point. No, he's just old. Pantoja versus Perez should be also a fun fight. I mean, flyweights are fun.
Yes,
it'll be fun. I've got Pantoja by decision.
I have Pantoja by sub.
Kind of want to make an audible here. Will you accept that?
Yeah.
Okay. I got Pantoja first round KO.
Okay. Sick.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Well, he has a lot of fucking first round finishes, so I'll throw my dart out there.
Yeah, throw it out there. And
plus,
then
since because I was gonna go decision, I don't want the fucking same.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Ankalaev versus Anthony Smith.
Ankalaev decision.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a stone cold lead block.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one you want.
Smith 36-16.
Dude, that's nuts.
I do. Nah, no mind.
And apparently that's a number 1 contender fight. So.
It's like a title eliminator if Ankalaev wins.
Pretty much. So whatever. Who fucking? I don't
Light
care.
heavyweight stinks.
A little bit.
Stinks.
Yeah. So now we got 2 prelims.
Yeah.
I probably y'all are thinking, but
You just go ahead.
I have Orion
Kushka
over
Blood Diamond.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I saw Blood Diamond. I was like, what's going on?
He's one
there?
of Izzy's boys, I
yeah,
think.
but that was
3-1.
Yeah. I think he was a kickboxer or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
going. Go ahead.
I have Omar Morales versus whoever he's. Adam Fuggett. I have him by round 1 knockout.
Okay. I have Morales by KO, no round.
Cool.
And then I have Dover KO.
Me too.
Yep,
Dover's a dog. Gotta
Dover
pick him.
KO over
Rafael
Alves. Yeah, that should be cool. That should be a cool fight too. It's a Drew Dover fight. It's gonna be cool. So yeah, those are the picks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm winning by a wide margin.
A lot.
I think you have 32, you have 31, and I have 54.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought I was really behind you. I thought I was like fucked. I knew you were substantially.
I got
ahead.
1 point this last card.
Yeah, that didn't help.
That's never good.
That didn't help.
One
at all.
fight, right?
1 point.
Bad.
So, are we on a consensus? Just so I know, Michael Chandler. We want him to fight Poirier. Is that what we're saying?
Well, that seems so.
It is verbally agreed on right now.
Fiziev versus Gaethje. Poirier versus Chandler.
Inject me with that shit, dude.
And what was the other one? There was another. No, that's it. That's cool.
I mean, Benil,
that's what you do. Benil versus Gamrot.
Yeah,
that's fine.
That's already.
It's turned out well.
That's
actually,
fucking so dope.
Turned out fine. I think.
I hope
Because it is funny. I do remember I went on this
Gamrot
whole
Islam?
tangent. I remember this was way back when you and I were talking about how we were like, so help me God, if Justin beats Oliveira and we don't get Islam Oliveira, I'm gonna lose it. And then I remember like a few podcasts back, I was like, bro, Islam isn't ready. He does. I don't know why. It's so funny. I was such a hypocrite.
You were on a big
because
little kick there.
It is funny because like
the Dagestanis and their fans are real tough to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and also surrounding. I really hated the recent fights he's been in. I understand like unfortunately a lot of that's not his fault, but like a short notice fight with Dan Hooker, a short notice fight with Bobby Green. It's like, come on,
agree.
please.
I think it's one of those like scenarios where both are right.
Yeah, I would have been
Yeah.
fine with whatever.
But the
happened.
fact that that fight is a banger, I'm glad it is happening.
Islam, you have to do it. You have to do it.
Just
Islam
go ahead,
Sahara.
yeah.
Before it's too late. Like, you don't want one of these situations where it's like, it never happens. What if?
Yeah, have to do that fight.
Yeah, just make it. Who
Light
gives a fuck?
lightweights just putting the UFC on its back right now.
For real.
I mean,
Kind of like always.
yeah.
Who did Hooker call out? He called out somebody.
No, I
dicey.
thought someone called out Hooker.
God, I can't remember who that was. It was
'Cause
somebody.
I think Hooker was called out, and I don't
somebody
think Hooker.
tough.
I think it was someone. Not someone. Holy shit! I don't know. What
Somebody who fighted. Jesus, somebody who fought recently.
Who fighted?
out Dan Hooker.
That's good.
Fighted.
Oh wait, no wait. Is this recent? No, that's fucking 2021. I just see Armand called out Dan Hooker. That's the first thing that pops.
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Oh, Michael Johnson.
No, that's what I saw. Somebody posted that article to Reddit like a couple days ago, even though the call out was from 2021. But Armin versus Hooker would be
Man,
rankings wise would make
Bad
sense,
for
but that
Hooker.
would be awful.
Fizzy Gaethje is so fucking cool to
Yeah.
think
Michael
about.
Johnson, Dan Hooker.
Dude, Fiziev versus Gaethje, dude.
Please,
It's
please.
one of
What's
the.
wrong with
It's
Michael?
one of those fights that's just like a primal. You're just like, yeah,
Give it to me.
yes.
What's wrong with Michael Johnson and Dan Hooker?
Who cares? That's why.
But that's fun.
That'd be fine. I'd be fine with that. Go ahead.
Fun. Have you seen him? What's your?
It's
have you seen
fucking
the Michael
Dan
Johnson
Hooker.
fight?
Who's he gonna fight right now?
No, I mean that's true. My whole point was
Go
I
ahead.
didn't care.
Yeah,
Fair.
Hooker's there to have like a pretty good fight
Yeah,
with whoever.
lightweight's just a killer. After
I don't know
killer.
who Armin fights next though. I don't have the rankings.
I
up.
know that sucks. Who's RDA fighting?
No, dude. No.
Fuck it.
RDA's 9th. Armand's 10th.
Fuck it.
Unless you want to give Armand Tony, which no.
No.
Tony
Well-
Tony and Hooker, maybe?
Sure.
I don't
Sure.
hate Armand,
Sure.
Tony.
I hate
I do.
it.
I hate that.
Tony's probably just gonna get
So that's just gonna
smashed.
be a mauling. Don't
Yeah,
need that.
but we could see
Hooker-
those
Hooker-
traps.
I think Hooker Tony would be fine.
Hooker
Or if
Tony's
they want to
cool
run
with.
back Tony versus RDA just for old time's sake.
Yeah, that'd be fun,
Sure, we could do that.
right?
But I doubt they would do that, but
Who did?
sure we could do that.
No, never mind. Anyways, any other shit been going on in MMA community? The gay community.
I'm trying to think.
AJ Styles. Shout out. No, I don't think there's really. I mean, it's just everything's building up to UFC 280 at this point.
Literally.
I mean, I'm just waiting for that to happen.
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, I'm waiting for.
I hate that they're having it in Abu Dhabi. Like, I don't know.
I'll say
Put that
this:
shit in
Oliveira,
Vegas. It's Islam,
Oliveira
dude.
Shit in
beating
Vegas, dude.
Oliveira beating Islam in Abu Dhabi is pretty cool. I
Yeah.
understand
I
it's not
guess.
literally in his backyard like the narratives.
They're
says,
just
but-
Muslim.
Yeah, I understand. It's not
They're not
literally,
like it's not
but,
like a home. Well, I guess it is more. I guess Russians would travel easier to Abu Dhabi than Las Vegas, theoretically. But
Anyways.
I mean, it's Abu Dhabi.
It would just be cooler if it was in Vegas.
Yeah, for sure. But we could go.
Let's just go to Abu Dhabi,
Fuck it.
get beheaded. I'm sure they
No.
could find something we've said.
We could fall in line for sure.
I mean,
over there.
we can fall in line when we're there, but I don't know.
be like, yeah, ladies should cover up. Be
I
like,
mean,
yes,
that's
of
not
course I could.
falling in line. That's just having common sense.
Okay. Nice one. No, yeah, you could.
Oh, did we talk about Sean O'Malley, Piotr Jan?
Yeah, we already
Oh
did.
yeah, we did
Talked about
last
that
week.
Okay.
Talked about that.
Awesome, dope, cool,
Yes, of course.
awesome.
But yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah,
really.
that kind of wraps it up on our end.
Facts.
Yeah,
So
I'm
what's
not
up?
seeing anything else for news. Other than Bigfoot going to get, massacred again.
Who's he fighting?
I don't know
Tell
the
him
name.
his record. What do you think?
Oh, the guy he's fighting is 102 and 9-1.
Who is it?
Here, I'll just click on the article. He's been knocked out twice since June 13th. He's fighting against. Oh wow, I can't pronounce his name.
Talking to the mic.
He's fighting against. I cannot pronounce
Yeah,
that.
sure.
What's his last-
Azerbaijani.
Azerbaijani. That's
There
a
we go.
country.
Azerbaijani.
That's a
kickboxing and Muay Thai stand up.
Azerbaijan is a country. Azerbaijani is a nationality. That's not his name.
Against. Oh God.
The Azerbaijani is.
Right. Zabit Samadov.
Yeah, I never.
Not in my book.
Yeah, he holds a record of 102 and 9-1, and you're right. It takes place in Azerbaijan,
And it's Bigfoot Silva. You know.
He has won one of his most recent 15 combat sports appearances. He has been knocked out in 12 of those fights.
Oh God,
That's crazy, dude.
That's so bad.
Holy shit!
He's so lucky he's got that fucking caveman.
Somebody needs to save him, dude.
Dude, yeah. Holy shit.
That cannot be good.
He was knocked out. Wait, hold up. He was knocked out cold in an MMA bout June 24th, and then standing in a kickboxing bout July 8th.
Oh Jesus, that's like 2 weeks apart.
Yeah.
How the fuck did that even happen?
I don't get it.
Can you go to Tapology and look at his records and see where those fights were?
Yeah, I get
They
it.
weren't in the United States. They couldn't have been. God, dude.
That's rough.
Knocked out cold and then a standing knockout 2 weeks apart. What promotions were they at least?
Hardcore Boxing 2 was the most recent one, and
Where
that
was
that
that?
was in Moscow, Russia.
Of course.
It adds
Okay,
up.
What was the first one?
Oleg Popov, MMA Series 53.
Russia?
This was in Russia as well.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck over
And they
there.
don't care
dude.
at
They don't
all.
have commissions or anything.
Mm-mm. His third most recent loss was in Megdan Fighting 9. That was in Serbia.
And what was the result of that?
Lost KO.
When was that?
That was in 2021.
Okay, fair enough. So at least he took a gap there.
Yeah.
But he was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm getting on the train.
1, 2, 3.
And when is the Bigfoot fight?
It is happening September 10th.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, at least he's taking a month off.
This time he might get a camp.
yeah. Oh.
At least he's got a 3-month break from getting knocked out cold. Good for him. Make your money, King.
No, someone. Yeah, you're right. Whoever said that, someone needs to save him.
For real. Man, that's awful.
It's too late, but
12
someone
of-
needs to
all
save
of
like
his
a couple
losses.
years.
He's
Like
1
Erica
in
punches.
14 in his last 15
Yeah.
with 12 knockouts.
Uh-huh.
That's-
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's really like tragic.
Well, he was fighting Rico Verhoeven and shit in China. Like,
When's his last win?
his last one was in 2015 against Sao Paulo.
And then like
That was on the Rousey versus Correa card. His last fucking win was
dude, that's fucking nuts. And how many times has he fought since then? Like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I guess, yeah. Well,
10 times.
Jesus.
Hasn't won a single one.
He's on a 10-fight skid.
like all of them just get knocked out.
At what point do you just retire?
Hang him up.
For real. Just start a gym. Coach, do something.
Start a gym. Bigfoot Silva gym, and enough people will join to make you money.
Dude. People join gyms for nobodies
Yeah.
already. And you're like a storied MMA fighter, sort
Yeah.
of. God, dude. That
Whatever.
sucks,
You ready?
dick.
You guys,
Yeah, let's
any
get outta
closing
here.
remarks?
No, that's
Rest
all
in
I
peace,
got.
Bigfoot, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rest in peace, Bigfoot.
Really?
All right, y'all.
Big kisses. We're on our shit up. We hope this clickbait works.
Yeah,
It'll be
dude,
fun.
hopefully.
It'll be fun.
All right, we'll see.
Clickbait, yeah.
And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand